everybody, another lunchtime, another video. It's Kristie with AG Takes Over. I felt like dressing some dolls today, so you get to join me. I actually have been wanting to do this for a couple weeks, but I pulled out the outfits and then I just hadn't gotten to it. I was thinking about the lemon outfit, the Mary Ellen's lemon outfit. And I did a video of that one, styling it a bunch of different ways. I will try to remember to link that in the description because those videos never get as many views as they deserve. And that outfit is so fantastic and so versatile. So you should definitely check out that video. But it made me think about how often does American Girl make fruit clothes, like fruit themed patterns or whatever. So I don't know the answer to that, like how often do they do it, but I went through and got what we own that's kind of like fruit inspired. So I've got Mary Ellen's cherry outfit, whatever it's called, play outfit or something. So she's got lemons and cherries. And then probably I'll put these two together because I think they were in the same Truly Me Mix and Match collection. The Berry Fresh and Strawberry Shorts. They go well together. And then this is not American Girl brand, but it's so cute. It's so cute that if I'm going to do a like dressing my dolls like a fruit orchard, I have to put this in here. It's like independently made, but I did not buy it directly from the person. I bought it in a Facebook group and the person didn't tag or didn't put a tag or a stamp or anything in there. So I can't tell you who made it, but super cute. The only question will be, does Mary Ellen get her cherry shoes, or does this top get the cherry shoes? And then, whoops, I grabbed this lime bag, and it came with the donut CYO outfit, if you know what I'm talking about, because that makes so much sense, right? A lime bag with a donut outfit. That outfit is really, I'll put a picture up here, really cute individually, but it doesn't totally make sense together. Anyway, I grabbed the lime bag, and then several of you are familiar with this outfit. It's all the citrusy peaches and oranges, or just oranges and oranges. I don't know, but I really like this. It's from a couple years ago at this point. And then this one is a little bit prior to that. This might be like the market. I always associate it with that city market. So I don't know if it was sold around the same time, but look, pockets. It took me forever to realize this has pockets. Pockets on a dress. And then looks like the last one that I have, and I will look around and make sure I'm not overlooking anything, but the last one that I have is going back a bit further. So pretty sure this is AGOT. It's covered in hair, I know that. But there we go. Some watermelon, pears, grapes, cherries again. They do like cherries. So that will be at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and somebody's already wearing the lemon outfit. Actually, somebody who hasn't worn it before is wearing it, so I will include that one. So yeah, 7 outfits. I'm probably just going to pause, dress everybody, and come back on and show you. This is going to be a short video. I just felt like when I come down to the doll room in the basement, which, by the way, if everybody just, this is going to be a little bit, hopefully not too jarring, but if you just want to see what this room looks like and you haven't seen it in a while, there we go. Hopefully that wasn't too chaotic. So sometimes I look around here, I'm like, oh, I haven't changed that one in a while, or that one's been wearing that for a while. And I'm filming this, Lord knows when you'll see it, but I'm filming it in the summer, beginning of July. So, or no, mid-July. So hopefully I'll show it to you before there's snow on the ground. If not, if there's snow on the ground right now and you're watching this, 1, I really do have a backlog of videos, and 2, isn't this nice to think about, like now in the middle of the cold, warmer weather? I don't know. Anyway, let me dress them and then I'll bring it back on. All right, I'm back. And in honor of doing summery, lovely, berry, fruity colors, I've worn my signature boring clothes. That is an interpreter's life. If you're not aware, we have to wear solid colors contrasting to our skin tone, blah, blah, blah. Not super exciting. But I did mention that I was going to grab the doll who was wearing the Mary Ellen lemon outfit. And here she is. She still has no name, but this is obviously the pink Stardust doll. And I just took her hair down from her meat hairstyle. This is a weird thing that it does. It starts curling in one direction and then it switches and curls in another direction. That's where it was pinned back. Super annoying because I don't love that. So I might redo her curl. But I love, love, love this outfit. Like I said, super versatile. I did a one item, 10 looks, except for it turned out to be like 14 looks or something because it was just so fun to work with. But there she is. And I'm just going to set her right here. And I will grab the next one. Okay, next is Lily, and she is wearing the Girl of Today outfit that I showed you earlier. I just added a couple of bracelets that I made to kind of help those purples stand out. She's got on these shoes. These are Covey's shoes. I know I actually have the jelly shoes that go with this, and then there are plenty of other shoes that could have gone with this, but I always find myself using these for like Girl of Today outfits. Like they look very much like the karaoke outfit sandals in terms of like their platform, their sandals, they're of that era. So even though they're modern because of Covey, they are like early, mid-90s also. So there she is. There is adorable Lily with just enough pink in her cheeks and just enough color in her lips. She is the prettiest of the 3 number 4s that we've ever had. Her hair is lovely. Yeah. Good model for this. I don't know if I can squeeze her in here. Hopefully she does not dive off the table. And then I can reach right here and grab the next one. Here is Marley. It took me a split second to remember her name. This is my wife's doll. She's a 121, 122, 120 something. I've got the berry outfit on her, the Berry Fresh. It's like from the Truly Me collection. And I gave her this because I felt like of all the outfits, this is the one that had the most, like, had a little bit of green in it, had the most variety in terms of colors. I gave her these pink sandals that are fairly new. I feel like they maybe came with a swimsuit. I don't really recall, but they're fairly new. And a little pink bracelet. And this is from another Truly Me Mix and Match collection. I totally blanked on the word collection. I said session and then just stared at the camera for 5 seconds. Yay, editing, so you don't have to see that. All right, give me 1 second. I'll reach down and grab somebody else. All right, 4th one is Luca. And Luca was the star of the show around my house for an entire year. If you are not aware, I did a year-long photo project with her where I took a picture of her every single day for 365 days. And then I made a video of it. I will try to remember that and link it in the description. It was challenging and fun, but she hasn't really gotten any pictures taken since then because it was all about her for a year. But decided to give her the earrings that a viewer, subscriber, sent me these dangles, and I turned them into earrings that I could put on AG studs. That was a birthday present. Thank you, Dawn. They look adorable. All they needed was some jump rings. And then the dress that I already showed you, plus a bracelet that I made just to draw on that blue. And then to draw on the yellow, I went with these shoes. I believe I have the shoes that go with this, but I liked bringing out a little bit more of the lemon. And then her hair is in the same style it was on the very last day of her year-long photo challenge. So there's Luca. Let me grab the next one. Okay, next up is Kimmy, and she is one of our 2 Truly Me 54s. This lovely hair that I'm keeping back so you can see her bag. I forgot about this bag, but it's a Coach keychain bag that my wife has had for years, since before we met. And it makes a nice oversized bag for the dolls. And if she wants to be bougie and show her, you know, status, she can do that. But she could also just flip it over. And obviously I picked it because this is the orange outfit. Grabbed the shoes that went with this, and I decided not to put anything in her hair because it's just really cute and I didn't think it needed any clips or anything. So, oh yeah, and bracelets that I made, and I felt like those were a good match to this. So there she is. I will try to remember to take vertical pictures of everybody so that you can see them at the end, because otherwise I'm like showing you like this, and since I'm shooting in portrait mode, then by the time I go back here, you can't see it clearly. All right, 1 second. All right, doll number 6 out of 7 in this video is Tiana. She is a Truly Me 67, and I do have the cherry shoes, but I said the question is going to be who gets the cherry shoes, and you're about to see it's the last doll that gets them. So I took these from another outfit. I felt like they worked pretty well because they're still pulling that red and white. I feel like there is a red and white checkered kerchief that goes with this outfit, and I totally forgot to grab it. And then I got down in the basement and I was like, I'm not going back upstairs. So I just used this one because it was in the hair thing that I have and it matches. So cute little ponytail, these hanging down. I don't know about you, but I find that the dolls that have this long curly hair, it sometimes makes it feel like there's just so much. So I usually end up putting it up in a ponytail and just leaving some down. That's kind of their go-to style. And she has the like raspberry glasses on, which I think is funny since this one is all about berries and fruits. And then a couple bracelets that I made just to pull in some of those colors. So again, vertical picture forthcoming. All right, let's see if I can put her here. Don't fall. And the last one I can just reach down and grab. This is Lark, and she is a Truly Me 25. She is wearing the only thing that's fruit, but not from AG out of all of these outfits. Like I mentioned, it's an Etsy seller who I don't know who it was. Put a red headband with her that I made. Some bracelets that I made that are a pretty good match. And she does have the cherry shoes on. So... and just some plain jean shorts, because I figured with her sitting, you're not really going to see the details of whatever bottoms, you know, they're a little bit kind of hidden. So she's just wearing something comfy. It's hot out and she wants to be comfortable. And Lark has fibromyalgia. She is an ambulatory wheelchair user, but she uses it pretty often. Like joint instability and muscle weakness are reasons for her to use the wheelchair pretty often. And that's the crew. Let me go take pictures. Hang tight and you'll get to see them all in vertical pictures. Are there other like things you can tell me in the comments? 1, if you have a favorite outfit, obviously. 2, how are you doing? I would love to know that. 3, are there fruit outfits that AG has put out that I don't have? And if you know the title of it, bonus points, because then I can look at it and see if it's something I want or not. And yeah, any other themes like doll dressing videos that you'd like to see me do, let me know in the comments. I'm open. Try to make this a mix of, you know, fun things and, oh yeah. So I started a new series recently, and I don't know by the time you're viewing this how far into that series I am, but just in case you're not aware of it, it's called Let's Talk Dollitics. So today's video was super lighthearted, right? It's a good escapist video, and there is value in that, and I want you to have that. Also, there's a lot going on in the world that we shouldn't be escaping from. We should be confronting and acting about. So, instead of having every video have a mix of that heavy stuff because it keeps filtering through, right? It's my reality, so it comes out in videos. Instead of having every video be a mixed bag or like a crapshoot of, is it going to be more dolls or is it going to be more politics or is it going to be a mix of the two? And like, am I up for that? I wanted it to be more predictable for you. So if it's not labeled Let's Talk Dollitics, then it should be a lighthearted video like today's was. If you are interested in getting like a specific topic, a little bit of background information about it, in current events kind of stuff, and some action steps, right? Not just going to be bad news, some action steps and some good news to end on, and seeing a doll be dressed. That's kind of the format of those videos. And one lighthearted escapist video is coming out a week, and one that is a little bit more action oriented for current events in the world is coming out each week. So if you haven't checked out the Let's Talk Dollitics series, I will link the playlist in the description so you can go check out those episodes if you've missed any. All right, that's all. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to go grab some lunch before I have to get back to work.